Alright guys, welcome back into another PGA DFS video. Got the Genesis Open this week, but as always, let's do a quick recap of last week. So last week we had 7 players finish inside the top 10, including our core value player of the week, Brian Gay. We had Paul Casey, who finished 2nd overall, Scott Piercy, who finished T10, and we also had Jason Day, who finished T4. So it was a really good week. We had 4 out of our 5 value plays actually make the cut, so that was really nice. Graham McDowell had a T18. This week, the stats that we're going to be looking at are going to be scrambling, total driving, ball striking, driving distance, and we're also going to be looking at strokes gained approach. Now, scrambling doesn't really apply to those who have really good total driving and ball striking, so I just kind of want to, give you guys that information up front. Let's get into the picks for this week. It should be a pretty good week. There's a pretty deep player pool, as you guys will see on the high tier side. All right, so let's get started off with the high tier. You can really play any one of these guys in the high tier that you want. They're all in really good form. They're all in really good course fits. They really do have some good course history. I think if I want to go with one of these two that are above the next play I'm going to touch on, it's going to be John Rahm. John Rahm has just been dominating this year, and he's a great course fit. But I really want to go with Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau is just a great course fit. He's playing really well. 5 of his 6 starts have been top 10 finishes. Look what he's done so far. He's top 5 in strokes gained approach, scrambling, ball striking, and total driving. Phil Mickelson obviously has just been playing really well. Just had that victory last week. You can go with him. Xander Schauffele is not a bad play. 4 of his 7 starts have been inside the top 10 finishes, so he's not a horrible play. He's definitely running some good form recently. Hideki Matsuyama's a play that I really do like, though, as well. He should be able to make the cut at this event. But, in 2017, I missed cut. 2 years before that, I had T11 and T4. So he's a play that I really do like. Hideki is 11th in driving distance, so I don't mind him as well. Tony Finau, not going to be as popular of a play. But, this range from Finau to Dustin Johnson, you can really play any of them, and I really don't mind it. Let's get a little bit lower into the plays that I really do like. Patrick Cantlay, not a horrible option as well. He can definitely pop at this course. I don't mind him. He had a T4 finish here last year. Not going to be a bad option. Mark Leishman doesn't have the best course history. He had a miscut, T5 in 2016, and then a miscut. But he's just a world-class player. I don't see him really struggling. Obviously, the course history bothers us a little bit. Paul Casey, I'm going to continue to roll with. He's made 4 straight cuts here. He's coming off of that 2nd overall finish last week. He's just a world-class player, and he's a little bit too cheap. I'm going to be starting a lot of my builds out with Paul Casey, as you guys will see later on. Matt Kuchar is a play that I do like as well. I'm just going to continue to ride him. He's playing some great golf this year. He's a great stat fit, and he has really good course history. Finished T26, T22, and T8 in the last 3 years, so really not a horrible option for us. Cameron Smith's not a horrible option as well. I don't like him as much as Matt Kuchar, but he finished T6, T28, and T63 in the last 2 years here. He is top 50 in ball striking and driving distance, so not a horrible option. Chez Reavie, I'm going to continue to roll the hot hand with him. He had a T73 miscut and then a 7th finish here. That's his last 4 years course history, but Chez Reavie's just dominating recently. He has 9 straight made cuts. 3 of those have been inside the top 10. I don't expect him to have a top 20 finish, but I do expect him to make the cut. He has a high probability of making the cut. Brandon Grace is another cut maker. He's playing well recently. Had that T28 finish last week, and the week before that, he had that 2nd overall finish. Should be able to do well at this course where he has finished T37 and T22, so not going to be a bad option for us. He's decent off the tee, and he has decent ball striking. Louis Oosthuizen, he's just been dominating on that Euro scene recently. Now, those are a little bit easier events, but he's going to ride that hot hand into this event. Louis hasn't played this in a while, but he is first in scrambling, so if he does get in trouble, you will be able to use that scrambling to his advantage. Don't really mind him. Charles Howell, kind of like Chez Reavie. I don't expect him to pop too much, but I really love Charles Howell to make the cut. He hasn't missed a cut here in the last 4 years. He's going to be a strong option for us. He's top 10 in ball striking and total driving. He's also has decent range off the tee, so he can definitely get out there and drive it. I don't expect him to, have that top 20 finish, like I said, for Chez, but I do expect him to make the cut. It has a high probability to make the cut. He's one of my core plays this week, along with Adam Hadwin. I really don't get the price on Adam Hadwin. He's finished T6, T34, T16, and T22 here in the last 4 years. Obviously, he's playing some really good golf. He's made 7 out of 8 cuts, and 3 of those starts, they've been top 10 finishes. And he also, he's 12th in strokes gained off the tee. He's top 20 in both ball striking and total driving. Rafa Cabrera-Bello, he's just going to be a solid option for us again. Another world-class player. I don't really get the pricing on Rafa here. He's definitely a better player than what they have him priced at. So he had a T26 finish here last year, so I really don't mind him as an option. Sungjae Im, he had that horrible Friday, but then he bounced back and had a really good Saturday. He wasn't able to make the cut because he played really bad. I don't think he's a really good weather player, but if conditions are fine, he's a really good stat fit. He's top 50 in all the stats I'm looking at this week, so not going to be horrible. We kind of got to wait and see what the weather's going to be like. Terrell Hatton, no matter if the weather's bad or if it's good, he's going to be able to play well. Terrell Hatton's going to be more of a sneaky option, but he dominates off the tee. He's top 20 off the tee, and whether it's driving distance, total driving, or strokes gained off the tee, he's also a decent ball striker as well, so we can definitely roll with him. Jason Kokrak is a play that I really do like. He's finished T20, T22, T2, and T41 in the last 4 years here. He's one of the best stat fits according to my model as well. He's finished top 10 in my course model, so he's going to be a strong option for me this week as well. Cameron Champ, I think we can bounce back to him. He had a miscut here last year, but he's one of the best players in this field off the tee. He's top 10 in strokes gained off the tee and total distance, so he's going to be a strong option for us tonight or this week. He's going to be more of a GPP play. Same with Martin Laird. He has some good course history, and Martin Laird has been playing some decent golf, making 6 out of 8 cuts. So his course history is T9, T8, and T11 the last 3 years. Not bad at all. Keegan Bradley down here, he's just a cut maker. He's made 7 straight cuts this year. Now, he doesn't pop that much, and he's made 2 cuts, and he's missed 2 cuts in the last 4 years here. But overall, I think his game's a lot better than when it was when he did miss those cuts. So I do think he's going to be a strong option to make the cut. He probably won't do much for you, though, after that. Next play I want to touch on is going to be JB Holmes. JB Holmes hasn't missed a cut here in the last 4 years, but he's not playing the best golf. But we know JB Holmes, this is an event that he should be able to play well in, so I really don't mind him. Trey Mullinax, he doesn't have any course history in the last 4 years, but he's been playing some really solid golf, as you guys can see. He's made 6 out of 9 cuts, and he's a really good stat fit. He's really good off the tee, top 30 in strokes gained off the tee, and also total driving. So I really don't mind him as an option, given that current form. Kevin Streelman's a guy who's finally bounced back. He's normally been a cut maker. I don't mind him. He had a T41 finish last year, but not the best option. If you want to roll with him, you could. Kind of same for Charlie Hoffman. This should be a good course fit for him, but I'm not going to be playing him that much. It's going to be more of a GPP option. Same with Joaquin Niemann. Joaquin Niemann is a great stat fit, but I kind of need to see it from him first at this course before I play him. But he's going to be a GPP option, lower owned, probably 10% for me. Same thing with Kevin Tway. Kevin Tway has some really good stat fit, but I just don't trust the course history and the current form. Now, Harold Varnell III is probably my favorite play down here. It's definitely going to be a core play for us. He's made 7 out of 9 cuts this year, and the ones that he makes the cuts in, they're top 20 finishes. So I think he's going to be a top 20 finish for us this week. And he's just a really solid course fit as well. He should do well at this course. He finished top 30 in all the stats that I'm looking at, and he had a T60 miscut and a T26 here in the last 3 years, so not too bad. Joel Damon, I think we can roll back to the well with him. We kind of got to wait and see what the news was as to why he pulled out the event last week. I think that was because of the weather, and if it was, he's not going to be a horrible option for us this week. I can definitely see myself playing him in some GPP lineup. Steve Stricker, I'm from Wisconsin, so he always finds a place into some of my player pools. Brandon Steele's not a horrible option, definitely a GPP option. Don't like him in cash. He's made the cut here each of the last 4 years, but he's in horrible form. He's a decent stat fit, obviously, if he's made the cut here each of the last 4 years. Nick Taylor's playing some really good golf recently, making 7 out of 10 cuts. He's also made the cut here each of the last 3 years, so he's not a horrible option, but I don't love it as an option. He did miss the cut here the year prior to those 3 made cuts. Scott Langley is a play that we can roll with too. He's playing pretty well, making 3 out of the last 4 cuts. He made 6 out of 9 cuts total, and as you can see there, he had that 4th finish last week, but he also had a T12 3 weeks ago, so he's in decent form. Has made a cut here before, so he does have course history. He has a miscut and then a T22 finish in 2016, 2015, so he's not horrible. Scott Brown's a play that should be a good course fit. As you see that with his course history, he had a miscut, a T2, T39, and then also a miscut. So he is a good course fit. It's just whether or not his game's going to come around. This is a course that does fit him. only a GPP option for me. I don't really like any of the options under Harold Varner as much as I have the recent weeks, so I'm definitely going to be more of a fair and balanced approach this week. Julian did well for me last week. He has now made 4 out of 4 cuts. Probably be rolling with him a little bit. He is still priced a little bit too low, just according to like the stat fit and just how he's been playing recently. I'm kind of surprised that he's still under 4K. We can roll with Adam here. I don't know. He made a T53 finisher last year. He's made 8 out of 10 cuts. So he's not a horrible option. If you want to roll with him, you can. But like I said, these value options down here are not the best. Cameron Davis is really good off the tee, distance-wise. He's top 20 in total distance off the tee. He's also top 50 in strokes gained off the tee. So if he can get it rolling off the tee with his driver and keep it a little bit accurate, I do think he'll be able to do well. Carlos Ortiz is a play that I really do like. So he's only played this course twice in the last 4 years, but each of those finishes were a T26 and a T20. He's a really good stat fit as well. Top 20 stat fit according to my model, so it's really rare to find a good play like that this low on in the player pool. And now let's get into my favorite play of the week. That's going to be Bubba Watson. Obviously, he's a 2-time winner. Had a T14 finish mixed in there as well. He's just a great stat fit. Best stat fit according to my model this week. He's top 10 in strokes gained off the tee, ball striking, and total driving. Probably playing the best golf of his career. Now, this is one of my favorite GPP lineups. I'll show you kind of my cash build right now as well. Like I said, Hideki, he's one of the higher tier players to make the cut, probability-wise. Same with Paul Casey, Matt Kuchar, Adam Hadwin, and Charles Howell. That's just trying to figure out the last play that I want to put in there. Yeah, Jason Kokrak, I like him a lot as a play. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please give me a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks.